this time, no hassles. Um, Hello and welcome to the Crazy Troll Nation. Why do I call my channel the Crazy Troll Nation? The crazy, just knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain tool, a certain technique, or a certain brand because that's what they're telling you in whatever video you're watching. Use whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. Hey, Janet. Janet, question for you. And if you say no, I'll just toss in a giveaway in this live stream. These that I used yesterday, the 24K ones, it did slightly burn under my eyes, but not really bad. And this morning before I went to sleep, right here was like a dry patch of skin. This was the only new thing. And I remember trying it like months ago, but I don't want to try it again because I thought to just try it again to see if this was it. But if you would like these, I will send them to you. And I have 5 more packs. The expiration date is April 9th, 2027. So if you would like these, I'll just put these in the mail to you whenever I go out, because I still haven't been out since the snow. Or if the snow clears and you're still a state away, I'll bring them. But hey, Alexandria. And so you can let me know that, Janet. These are from the same brand. This one is Rose Eye Mask. When I used these before, I was hesitant because y'all know me with Rose, my sinuses, the scent, and all of that. But they did not irritate. And it is, there is a very, very, very faint rose smell. And it's not bothersome to me. Excuse me. And so still have those. But so let me know about the 24K gold ones. Oh man. I was asking if you wanted the 24K gold ones that I had on yesterday. They did slightly burn, like ever so lightly, and I did leave them on for the full 20 minutes. But this morning I noticed I had like a dry patch of skin just right here. Not on both sides, but just right here was a dry patch of skin. And so I am thinking it is this. And so I was asking if you want these. I have 5 more. If you do, I'll send them to you. Or if you're still a state away, when the snow clears, I will bring them to you. Okay, cool beans. I should have brought a sticky note over here. I should have brought let me write a note on something. All right, I do have my little handy dandy YouTube notebook though. And let me write that right here. And it was inexpensive. It was a box of 40, and it's 4 different ones. It was 8 of 4 different ones. And so I told myself I was going to start using them more, inspired by my first cousin, cheerleader's mom, because she said she uses gel patches 2 or 3 times a week. And I was like, oh. And I do use these for if someone purchases or books for like the luxury service, but most people don't. And so I'm like, I'm gonna just start using them. All right, so I put a note. Today, y'all, is gonna be fun. First of all, I'm excited. We're gonna be using Circo Loco. This will be my 32nd look, I believe, with Circo Loco. And this is a request from Michelle. And I did start the brows, didn't finish the brows. And I was set for there to be problems. I have my laptop over here on the floor. I have a box to sit on top of over here on the floor. I have my cord for the laptop sitting up here. Because I'm like, yesterday was insane. And when I watched it back, the lighting was not that bad. Because I kept saying the lighting sucks, but it really didn't. And so I need to just chill out. And I know I say that a lot, that I need to just calm down. But the lighting was not as horrible as it looked on my end. On my end, it looked really dark. But when I watched the live back, it was like, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. And so I'm like, girl. But and I remember I kept saying I wasn't anxious anymore, which wasn't the right word. It was frazzled. That's what the word was. So we're gonna. So she wanted us to do a palette bingo with Circo Loco, and I am really excited about that. And because we had no problems getting in today, I did the random generator for the shadows from this one, and the member vote for palette bingo was using MAC and you know what, I have it right here somewhere. Using MAC and Natasha Denona because they were saying that's what they have most out of my stash. And y'all know I do have quite a bit of lethal and quite a bit of notoriously morbid. And so I went ahead and did palette bingo for all of them. I wrote down on my notepad what shades it picked for Circo Loco. And when I put in, I'll do the other, I'll talk about the other one later. Let's just get into this one. Because that one was a little bit more time intensive, but it wasn't a hassle. So the colors it shows, she said 6 colors. And so, hey, Haywood. So the colors it chose was Act, this shade. I love this palette, y'all. Electric, this shade. Snow Cone, this one up here. And Magic, which is this one, and Fun to Mime, this one. That can make me dusty unless I just do a thin line. And the last shade it chose was Joker. So we have these two, this one, and what am I looking at? These two, this one, these two, and this one. And she was excited because I did a yeah, this is Michelle's request, a palette bingo with Circo Loco. And for the other palette bingo with Mac and Natasha, I did the same thing for this one. I did a community post circling the shades that the palette bingo chose, and she was like, oh man, it knew it was for me, it chose all the blues. But actually these two are purple. This does have a blue base. This is pale blue, and this is blue. And so she was really excited because it chose, you know, colors that she likes. And so, and y'all know I love this palette. So we're going to, I think we only have maybe a few more minutes with the patches on, because I tried to get ahead of the game. I'm like, let me just get started, because these say 15 to 20 minutes. And then I started the brows. So let's finish the brows, and we'll take this off, do, excuse me. And then we'll get into base face and then the look. And so thank you y'all for being here. Janet, how's the weather up there? Our parking lot is still, I'm going to say icy. The snow plows did come again yesterday, but because the temperature is like in the 20s, I think right now it's like 18 degrees. Cold. How's the roads though? Like the parking lot is icy. And I woke up earlier. I slept so freaking good. I slept so good. Oh my gosh. And that seldom happens. But I woke up because I was hearing tires spinning. So somebody was stuck in the parking lot and their tires were spinning. I was like, oh my gosh. So my wipers are still up from when I put them up before it snowed. I have not been outside except to my neighbor's house the other day to pick up the lasagna she had made. But I do want to go outside to put my wipers down, but there is still just a little bit of snow, which, now I'm thinking about it, that's ice underneath, because I don't want to put the wipers down if it's still ice and snow on my windshield. And then I'm thinking, if I do that after the live, it's like probably 18 degrees now. That's going to be too cold. So I think tomorrow I'll go out, clear off the windshield, and put the wipers down because they're not talking about any more snow. And actually, it's too cold to snow again right now. You're okay, but not driving. The person driving tonight kind of scared us. Oh, man. I can't stand that. Because it ain't like you could be like, yo, was it like an Uber or a Lyft? Yeah, some people's driving is scary. And this is not the weather. Are the roads clear up there? And I don't know what the roads are here because the parking lot. I'm not even thinking about getting to the main road. It would be getting out of the parking lot. The office sent out 2 emails today. My visual here is from my browse is different than when I look over here. So that's why I was marking like where I need to fill in looking at y'all. One of the emails was saying, you know, the snowplow is going to come back out again tomorrow and they'll give us instructions on where to park. And I remember saying before that they'll send out an email and say park on the far side, well, opposite the building, the parking lot over there. Hey, Pierre, how are you? And then he took a light. Oh, see, this ain't the weather for that. To be trying to jump lights and stuff like that. I'm glad y'all are safe. They'll tell us park in the parking lot across from the building. And then the snowplow will plow in front of the buildings. And then they'll send out another email saying park in front of the buildings and the snowplow will plow across. But they're going to need to resalt and do just the parking lot part where you drive. Because that's where people are getting stuck. Like they're getting out of their parking spot, but then their tires are spinning, you know, once they get out of their spot. And so the second email is funny, but it's not. It's inconsiderate, yes. The second email was parking spots, are not, oh, thank you, Pierre. Parking spots are not assigned. There's no assigned spots. Like for some townhome developments, you know, you have this spot and that spot and it has your door number on it. So that the email was saying there are no assigned parking spots here. And so it's first come, first serve. So if you clear out your spot, see, right now my brows look like they're in the same place, but I'll look at it later and be like, girl, they're on different continents. This is the side that has a higher arch than this side, but we're going to leave it. Are we? Yes. And so they say we suggest that you just clear a spot to get your car out of, you clear snow and ice just to get your car out of the spot versus shoveling all around your vehicle. And so for back enders like me, that would be just clear the front part of the car, the snow in the front, and then just, you know, pull out forward. For front enders, you know, just clear off a spot where your back tires are to get out. And I can understand being pissed because it is snowy. It is snow out there. There's ice. We're going to, whatever liquid is left in here, we're going to dump it on here. When I dump it, is there any? The one yesterday had some left in there. Is there anything in here? And so now I'm doing this. There is nothing coming out. Okay. Fine with me. So I would be annoyed too. So people are clearing spots. And then one of their neighbors is parking in their spot. And I would be annoyed too. But they're right though. There's no assigned parking spots. This is the city duty. I agree. I would be annoyed too, but there really are no assigned spots. And so it's not funny because it's like you do all that work and then like somebody just like takes your spot. And the building I live in, we know who parks where. So if I were to park in a cleared off spot, they would know my vehicle. Because usually I park in the center handicap spot, which I've been parking on the far side of the building, waiting for the snowplows to plow on this side. So then I'll park back in that handicap spot. But we know who parks where. And there's one other vehicle with the wiper still up. That's the neighbor in the middle on the second floor. y'all. We know who's Cardi, who's here. So I don't think that happened in front of my building because we're all friendly, see each other. Hey, how you doing? We know who drives what car. So I just can't imagine like you're just gonna out yourself. Like if I parked in one of my neighbor's car, like they would know it was me, and then they would be giving me the stink eye every time they saw me. So I thought that was like funny but sad. Like damn. All right. What are we doing? Concealer. Oh, he used to that. The English mutt that I dated, his sister lived in Ohio. And yeah, they're used to harsh weather. And I thought about her yesterday and to text her to check on her, and then I forgot. Excuse me. I think of her at least maybe once a month. Like when I go down the street, if the cows are out, because there's a farm down the street, I think of her because she had a farm. She still does have a farm. She has a smaller one because she had moved. But I do think of her every now and then. Yeah, it's cold in Ohio. Because when we would visit, it would be in the end of fall. No, actually, it would be winter because we would go there. They would have like a family dinner for Thanksgiving, and so it was late November, and we would stay about a week. But it would be cold up there where she was. And so he's probably used to driving like that, but yeah, when the temperatures are so low like this, and the roads are icy, like nah. But I'm glad y'all are both okay, because this is not the weather to be jumping lights. So, hopefully Michelle will come in before we start. If not, Tanya did comment replay crew, and she apologized for missing it. Her look last night. I imagine she was a little upset because I know I kept apologizing to her though. Oh, I see the line. We're down to here. I don't know if you see that little space right there. We're down to here for the foundation. The primer, y'all. The primer is down to here. The primer. But and I felt bad, but yesterday it was a weird time. The technical difficulties, I'm crashing out. Yeah, so she didn't leave any other comments, so I'm thinking she might have been upset. I don't know. What do you mean I missed 16 minutes of the live? I don't know if that's a question or a statement. I'm confused. I'm confused. Did I just say that? Because I was just talking about Michelle, and then I was talking about Tanya. I do remind myself that you're off the cuff, skinny queen, but I still do want to know what you're talking about. But sometimes I really don't. Sometimes I don't even know what I be talking about. You know what I'm saying? That was contemplative state. There's a little pink hole right in the center. I don't know why I feel like I gotta point stuff. Well, not that I got to. I don't know why I be pointing stuff out to y'all. They're like right in the center. There's a little pink hole. I think that might be where the hair follicle came out. All right, let me flip the hat back. Okay, so what are we doing? Foundation and primer. So I was thinking again, Janet, about somebody is pulling into their parking spot because I hear a lot of scraping. If I hear beeps, that's the snowplow backing up, but I think that's just somebody pulling into their parking spot. It is very crunchy out there, y'all. It is icy. Icy. I was thinking again, Janet, if I want to do more lives, but the thing is I don't want to obligate myself. And so I started thinking about that again from last night, and Deb only doing lives now, and Kay has been doing lives only lives for a while now. But I don't want to commit myself to a live every day because that will not give me wiggle room. Like if I have a bad migraine day or bad pain day or I'm severely sleep deprived and then I have to move stuff around. You know what I mean? And when I say I'm going to do something, it bothers me when I don't. I don't feel bad about it anymore if I'm having a bad pain day or a migraine day. But I had to learn to accept it. Like, girl, take care of yourself. You be talking about self-care and all of that. Take care of yourself. But just in general, I would be like, and I am really comfortable now with 3 lives a week. This is NY12 from Natasha. We did the NY11 under the eyes. Actually, it's easy. The most time-consuming thing is editing the description box, which I have defaults. And so I have a default. So the only thing I change is I put in playlists and I put in partial title under